Hi, Gilala here. I'm just going to show you with this video how to use your Arab add-on mod from Jinx. Okay, so there's a few steps we need to go through here. The best way to use your Arab is to create a copy of your current horse and use that. And the reason for that is if you don't do that, then there can be issues with sliders and also your hover height. If I just show you what some of those issues can be. So if I'm just going to take off my horse, well, you can see as soon as I take him off, I fall into the ground. Okay, and if I put on my Arab mod, he's still in the ground. Okay, so let's just do this a little bit differently. So I've taken off my horse and I am going to res a copy. There he is. Okay, so let's just res a copy on the floor. Okay, now there's quite a lot of bits to this horse, and actually you don't need all of them. So if you're trying to reduce your complexity or things like that, but to be honest, the horse itself doesn't have a lot of complexity as such, even though there's a lot of parts and it's got quite a high land impact. So really all you need to do here, okay, is select it. Let me do that again so you can see what I did. Let's just get rid of the inventory. So I right click on the horse, click edit, and that brings up the edit dialog box. I go to the texture tab and I'm going to make the whole thing transparent. Okay. Now if you close that edit dialog box, you could well lose your horse, not indefinitely, but because he's invisible. I'm going to show you a little trick. So I'm going to close that. See, he's gone. Ah, where's he gone? I don't know where he is. So I'm going to go up to my menu, which you can't exactly see. So I'm going to go to the advanced menu. You can see now, highlighting invisibility, highlight transparent. Oh, there he is. Okay, so I'm going to rename him because I want to be able to find him again. So I'm going to put copy transparent so I can find him again. And I'm going to take him back into my inventory. And I can go to my advanced menu and switch off that highlight transparent. Okay. So now I have this warm blood copy transparent. Okay. So if I add that one, you'll see, boink, I've gone up again. Now we need to take some of this off because not all of this stuff is going to fit the Arab. So let's just take off some bits and pieces here. You see I'm doing this from the worn tab. It's one way of finding stuff that you're wearing. I'm going to take off that. And I'm also going to take off the tack, okay, because this tack is not going to fit the Arab. Maybe I'll do that in a minute. Okay, I'll show you first. So I'm wearing my new transparent horse, which was in there. And now I'm going to go to the Jinx Arabian add-on mod. And there's two versions in here. Okay, now the reason there's two versions is because recently there was an update to the water horse, and that update changed the way that textures apply to the hooves. So the original add-on mod that was released worked with the older texture HUDs, and therefore I've released a Mark II which works with the new texture HUDs. Now I've left both in the folder because you might have a lot of texture HUDs that were set up for the old way, and you might not want a new version without having to redo all your texture HUDs. Okay, and I'll show you the difference. So I'm going to put on the older one first. There he is, and we can put on the mane and the tail. You can also put on the tattoo layer, okay, because that works the same. There you go, you've got some socks. And this skin actually was made by Painted Pony, especially for the Arab release, and it's based on an Arab that I actually owned when I was little. So it's called Bo, and that was the name of my horse when I was a kid. So this is the older version, and you can use older HUDs with this. You can see I've got an older HUD with here, and there's just one hoof. You can tell the difference. If I open a new HUD, sometimes they don't load the pictures, so just click around on it. There we go. You can see on this newer HUD there are 4 hooves. Okay, so that's the difference. I've managed to click something now and change this colour. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is that these texture HUDs that came with your horse will also work with the Arab. So you can see there, all the different parts will work. The mane, the tail. Okay, and if you're using the older version and the older version texture HUDs, you'll be able to change the feet colour with just one hoof button. Okay, so that's that one. Let me now just show you the newer one. So I'm going to put on Mark II, and there's Bo again, slightly non-matching hair now. Okay, so let's open the newer HUD, and you can see here the difference with the hoof. So I'm just going to, you can see like one hoof has changed. So with the newer HUDs and the newer version of the horse, you need to click on each hoof to change its colour. Okay, the rest kind of works the same. So, okay, it's because I'm wearing 2 HUDs. Let's get rid of that one. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so we've got the Arab horse on, and we're still wearing tack that was on the original horse, which doesn't fit too badly on the Arab. I mean, the Arab is a different shape. If he wasn't a different shape, he wouldn't look like an Arab. So we had to make him a different shape, which means that might be some odd gaps here and there, and certainly around the face, because Arabs are known for their pretty defined little faces, which means that the nose band and the cheeks might be quite far away. Okay, now if you can live with that, that's fine. But there are a couple of tack sets that are made to fit this mod more perfectly. So I'm just going to quickly run through how to use some custom tack on there. So first of all, I'm going to remove the tack, which also removes the AO, and you'll see her drop out of AO, and there we go, her legs have fallen off. And I'm going to go into my options folder. I was already wearing it, look. And I'm going to find my AO for custom tack. There we go. She'll mount up again. And then I'm going to wear some tack that is built to fit the Arab. And there we go. Now there is a special AO for the Arab that was developed by Mithril, which is really lovely, and I'll show you how to edit your AO in another video.